Sophia Momodu, you claim that you were in a relationship with Davido and you provided chats to prove that claim. No, that was not a relationship. That was an occasional get-together. And it was a consensual one because in the chat that you released, you called him Zaddy. So it was consensual. There was no condition. There was nothing that stated that you had to warm his bed or you had to do certain things before he would do certain things in return. It was a very consensual occasional get-together. You also claimed that he asked you for phone sex. Actually, you provided receipts. We believe you. You provided that. We believe you. But that still does not make what you guys had a relationship. Being intimate with somebody doesn't mean that you guys are in a relationship. All of that was an occasional get-together, whereby sometimes you guys use each other to relieve each other. Sometimes he needed to relieve himself. You were available and he came. Sometimes maybe you are the one who initiates it, and if you want to relieve yourself and maybe he's available, he comes. So you guys were relieving each other. What you guys had was an occasional get-together, a consensual one. A relationship is what Davido had with Chioma from day one when he presented that to the world and publicized the relationship through his commitment with her. That's what you call a relationship. What you both were doing, even though him and his fiancée or serious girlfriend before he proposed to her, what you both were doing, even though they had problems, was an occasional get-together. Because at this time, you already knew that he was seriously in a relationship with someone before he even got to proposal and before they had problems. You knew that. He presented her. There was at no point did he take what he had with you beyond an occasional get-together. And you said you cut access to your body. We also believe that. And of course, he did not want to go beyond an occasional get-together with you. He did not want to go beyond relieving himself with you. And so you felt slighted that they had problems, they are back and forth, things fall apart, things fall back in, and you felt slighted, so you cut access to your body. We believe that you cut access because, of course, he said it. I don't think it was out of disrespect, but this man said it from the beginning that he did not want anything serious with you. He said it from the beginning that Chioma is the one that he wanted to spend his life with. Of course, there were problems along the way, but he maintained that the woman he wanted as a life partner was Chioma. So even when they had problems and you snuck yourself in his bed, you knew what you were doing. You knew that this was an occasional get-together. You knew that this man publicized a committed relationship with somebody else. And so when you say you cut that access, you knew that you were using your daughter in this situation to fight the man. You're using your daughter to get back at him. Okay, since you will not take this occasional get-together beyond this, since you will not take it to a commitment, to an actual relationship, because there was you guys don't have a relationship. Having intercourse, intimacy with someone does not make you guys in a relationship. Having 20 children with somebody does not mean that you guys are in a relationship. I am sure that you're a very smart person from the things that come from you. I believe that some of those things are you writing them. I believe that those are your thoughts. So it means that you're a very smart and intelligent woman. You know that having a child or having children with somebody doesn't mean that you guys are in a relationship. You know that being intimate does not mean that you guys are in a relationship. You know that. So you know that he, as a smart woman, you saw that he was not willing to take it to the level that you wanted, and so you cut access. We believe that you cut access. We believe that it was not a breakup. Yeah, you stopped access to your body from him relieving himself, from you relieving yourself. You stopped that. But what you also did was to now use your daughter as a tool, because initially you said you did not stop him from having access to his child. That what you stopped was access to your body. But now you are in court fighting joint custody. You're shading him that you want to change your daughter's last name to your own name. That you want to make us believe that he's a deadbeat. You refuse to tell us that his father was paying his daughter's tuition fee when he got mad that I can't see my daughter. You claim that you cut access. No, not to your body. It's to your daughter. Because the man is in court. He's following due process. to request for shared custody of his daughter. You're fighting it. That means you're not putting your daughter's interest. I want to go back to all these your documents. I can't remember everything. I have to go back. You're fighting his plan to be in the life of his daughter. You're fighting it. What really do you want? The man is now saying, keep your body, keep the access, give me shared custody of my daughter. You're fighting it. So what do you want? Do you want your body, access to your body, and access to your child? Access to your body and joint custody. Which one do you want? Access to your body and access to your child, or access to your body and joint custody? Because from your initial claim, I did not say you should not see his daughter. What I said is, I don't want access to my body. But you're in court now fighting the joint custody. All of this is not putting, you're not putting your daughter first. You're not acting in the interest of your daughter. She has a father who wants to be in her life. She has a father who comes from a very good family. Your daughter's grandfather was even mediating, talking about joint custody. Let there be peace. He's trying to make peace, Dr. Adeleke. But you're telling him, you're distracting the custody of your child into monetary matter, rent and everything, school fees. You're talking to your daughter's grandfather through a lawyer. He wants to make this whole thing a family affair, try to mediate. Oh, you're sending lawyers. And Davido has followed the same process, went to court, because we all know that with Davido's money, with his power, with his influence, of course, they contacted him from his daughter's school that she was absent. With all of his influence, he can go to the school, get his daughter. He can still do that. He can still do that. But if he had done that, gone to use power and force to get custody of his daughter and say, okay, I want you to spend this week with me, you would have come to social media and cry oppressed. And the media mob would have come after Davido. Because even as his father was paying your daughter's school fees, you're still crying oppressed. Because you don't want what you really want. Your plan is not going as you had mapped it out. I want to go to all these your documents. I'm trying to look for it. I'm trying to look for all your documents because you're not making sense. You're saying that he missed out on 2 Christmas and 1 birthday because you will not agree to peaceful co-parenting, joint custody. You want to have full custody and also have full spousal, even though you're not a spouse. You want to have full. You want to have your life fully funded, and he will not have partial custody of his daughter. Where does that even happen? Where does that happen? Yeah, where is all this your things that you put together in court? You're saying that his lifestyle, talking about his lifestyle. I'm sure that all through this your scheming, maybe you were thinking that maybe another child could come if you were baby mama that has 2 children for Davido. Maybe okay, just marry her now. She already has 2 children for you. Just marry her. That's how you people sometimes force yourself on. This man said it not out of disrespect. Sincerely, I don't want anything with any other woman besides Chioma. You are giving him yourself. If you had gotten pregnant, would you not have been around this lifestyle? Would you, if you had married, would you not have been the stepmom to the other children? Would you not have fought to be in the life of your stepchildren? So you are not fighting for the interest of your daughter. You are slighted. You refer to Chioma. He's married to another woman. No, it's not another. It's not another woman. It's not a random woman. It's his wife. Chioma is Davido's wife. Recognize that she has the status of her husband. She has the last name of her husband. She has the respect of her husband. She is the stepmother of your daughter. She's your daughter's stepmother. She's not a random woman. And she's capable of helping raise and nurture your daughter. Because an accident happened that we have moved past, that they have moved past, of course, they are still haunted by it, like Davido said. Because all that happened does not make Chioma less of a mother. She can help raise your child. Accept this plan. Grant the request. Don't oppose it so that your daughter can have her father, her stepmom, have the side of her father's family. After all, her grandfather has been paying her school fees, has been offering things to you. He publicized his relationship with Chioma. There is none of that with you. So I don't understand what you're fighting now. I don't understand what you're fighting. They are married now. Even before the marriage, you knew there was Chioma. So if you snuck in his bed, that's your problem. It seems as if that's your problem. Another woman. No, it's not another woman, no, because some of us can figure you out, like me. You're trying to make me believe that that's not your problem. That's your problem. But news flash, that's Davido's wife. News flash, that's your daughter's stepmother. This man said it from the beginning. Maybe you thought you could change his mind. It happens. I understand. It happens. Maybe you thought, okay, if I can get pregnant the second time, have 2 children for him, show him my good side, also tell him that I can cook and I can do everything. Unfortunately, the heart is where the heart is. If a man doesn't love you, 50 children will not make it change. If a man cannot, he showcased trauma to the world. He did not do that to you. If a man does not love you, nothing will make that change. It does not make you an ugly or a bad woman. It means that his heart is not there. He's not happy there. And I'm saying this sincerely as a woman. You can actually let peace reign. Sophia, move on with your life. Your daughter is almost 10. Start a relationship. You can get married. There are men who marry women even with 5, 6 children. That can happen. Stop all of this, because all this your demands, you lost with Davido already. You're going to lose in court. You lost the games that you played when he had problems with his fiance, with a serious relationship. It didn't work. Filing this case in court, since you did not agree to the family mediation his father put in place for joint parenting, joint custody, this case that you made him take to court, you're going to lose it. Talking about his lifestyle is absurd. There are other musicians, I don't want to mention names, but there are women who are married to musicians who have other children from other women, and they are stepmothers to their children, and everything is fine. That is not a good role model, it's not a good excuse. You went to Ghana with him, you were around this lifestyle, you were flown to the UK to be, you traveled, you've been around this lifestyle. You want to be fully funded by this lifestyle if Davido will fund it. 23 million naira house. That's absurd. It's this lifestyle that you're talking about, the lifestyle that is not a good example for your daughter. You want that lifestyle to fund a 23 million naira house for you? Come on. Come on. Just look at yourself. No, seriously, sit yourself down, advise yourself, talk to yourself. His lifestyle is not good enough to be in the life of his daughter, of his first child. But that lifestyle should fund a 23 million naira house for you. That lifestyle should buy Range Rovers and fix it with 5 million naira for you. That he used his daughter to promote a record or music or whatever, an album. That's BS. It's not going to stand in court. All of that is absurd. The court is not going to listen to all of this. At the end of the day, any reasonable court will know that you're slighted. And it's not his fault. It's not your fault either. You wanted him. It's normal. Every woman at some point wants a man that does not want them, or that tries to see if they can make it work because of a child or because of children, but it's not working. If it's not working, it's not working. You are not the one for him. Somebody else will find you if you can open your heart. It's not your fault. It's not his fault. He found love somewhere else. Let it be. Rest, as they will say in social media. The case will not. If he really wants to follow this case, if Davido wants to follow this case and go to war with you, he's going to win this case. Not even because of his influence and his money, on just merit. It's only 2 years that he did not meet his financial obligation. His father did that. That it can also be argued that was him doing it through his father, and that's because he was mad that you not give him access to his daughter. I'm trying to look at all these things that you raised. I can't find all these things. A man that raised 250 million naira, I believe, and gave to charity. You even contributed 1 million. You were buddies with him then. You wanted to be on the good side. You gave 1 million naira when he was doing that when he was jokingly raising that money. A man that raised 250 million and gave to charity, you're telling the court that he cannot take care of his daughter adequately. That case will not stand in court. His father tried to mediate. You distracted it. You're not making it a custody issue. You're making it a money and a rent issue, which they are school fees, which his father has paid. What other thing did you say? I'm trying to look for everything you said. My dear, I don't like to call people dear. Okay, let me remove it. I withdraw that. Sophia Momodu. Seriously, on a very serious note, there are countless women who found love, who found happiness, who found their soulmates after having children. You can be one of them. Put your daughter first. Put the interest of your daughter first. Prioritize it. I know it may be easier said than done. And I can understand. I may not fully understand. I can understand that you wanted this man. You went to bed with him after he broke up with this serious relationship, thinking that something will happen. It didn't happen. Rest. Put everything to rest. Okay? Find another relationship. But most importantly, let your daughter have a relationship with her father. when he's around, when he wants to be with his daughter, let all that happen. That's my own 2 cents.